see the nice art on the top of the ceiling that you might not catch otherwise if you actually look up. It's quite impressive just how detailed something like that can be, especially even something as simple as a gate, you know? Though I gotta say, if the gate is trying to keep me out of it, they're doing a pretty dang fine job because there's CCTV and everything in there now, so, you know, I'll get caught even if I do try to go in. So, not exactly the best idea that I've ever had. The most interesting I find about this here is that even back in the day, we relate back to these companies that we had back in even ancient times. As we can see, this gate over here was sponsored by Pepsi. And Pepsi has been around for hundreds of thousands of years at this point. So that's why it still tastes so ancient when you try to drink it. Ready to go for a hike? So one of the reasons why I bought in a sim in Korea wasn't to try to have constant access to maps or a phone or internet or anything like that. It was so I could keep track of my steps on Pokemon Go more than anything else. And so now I've got a really good excuse to go catch some Mon. So let's go. Going up is the hardest bit, going down's the easier bit. Yeah, that's really nice, huh? It's a good few sights around here, that's for sure. It's a beautiful city. You know, in Australia we have drop bears. Now, over here we've got drop pigeons. Do you ever get that feeling that you're being watched? Yeah, I'm sure getting that right about now. Hey, so we're up here at the Fortress Wall of Seoul. I know, it's as cool as you think it is right now. We're just admiring the scenery around the place. Got a nice view of Seoul all around us at this point, and we're just stopping here in just a little bit of a park benchy sort of place. We're just having a nice little bit of a chill before we head off to anywhere else. Really enjoying the architecture around here. It's really beautiful. You can really admire, you know, the centuries worth of work that's gone into not only the wall but everything around it as well. So I think definitely a place to visit if you ever come to Seoul. It's crazy. When you're up there, Seoul's a really crowded city, not a crowd. I bet there's a lot of crowds around Seoul, you know, especially when you're down at this level down here. It all seems a lot of hustle and bustle, but when you're up in the hills here, it gives you a nice different perspective. It doesn't seem so different from wherever you're on. You know, it doesn't seem so different from Sydney, from Melbourne. Sometimes a change of perspective is nice. These are just magnificent schools of fish. Not something you see every day, that's for sure. And sometimes it's just so peaceful, just relaxing here, just with some water rushing, and just watching nature do its thing. You know, I used to be afraid of heights, but now when I look out here, not too bad, huh?